Watch the clock in the corner of this terminal. 40 minutes, a full working website, folder structure, styling, working navigation, deployed, and in that entire 40 minutes, the person building it approved exactly 0 permission prompts. Not because they turned their brain off and hoped for the best, because they understood something almost nobody explains properly. Claude Code has multiple distinct levels of autonomy, and picking the right one for the right moment is the actual skill here, not just mashing accept as fast as possible. Get this wrong, and you'll either sit there approving 40 tiny prompts for an hour, which is what most beginners do, or you'll flip on full autonomy carelessly and watch it touch something it shouldn't have, which is what most beginners do right after they get sick of the first problem. There's a specific middle path that avoids both, and that's what today's actually about. Not just turning permissions off, but knowing exactly which mode earns that trust and which one doesn't. Before we go further, like this if you've ever sat there approving the same kind of edit for the 10th time in a row. Comment which mode you're currently using without even knowing its name, and subscribe, because the setup near the end is the one that lets Claude work almost entirely unsupervised while still catching the mistake that actually matters. I test every one of these modes myself before explaining them, so nothing here is theoretical. Every warning coming up is something that either happened to me directly or that I deliberately triggered to see what it would do. We're building an actual website as we go, in order, so each mode gets introduced exactly where it's actually useful instead of an abstract list you'll forget in 5 minutes. Here's the default state, the one almost everyone starts in without realizing it's even a named mode. Claude reads your project freely, but before it edits a file, runs a command, or reaches out to the network, it stops and asks you directly, every single time, with no exceptions. That's not a limitation, that's a safety default, and it's the right mode for anything you don't fully trust yet. A new codebase you've never touched, a client's production project, anything where a wrong move actually costs something. But for a fresh website build where every file starts empty and there's nothing yet to break, sitting through that many individual approvals is friction with no real safety benefit, which is exactly the problem the next mode solves. Press Shift and Tab together once, and you move into Accept Edits mode. Here's what actually changes, and this is the part most explanations get slightly wrong. File edits now flow without stopping you, but commands with real side effects, installing packages, running scripts, pushing anything anywhere, still prompt you individually. This is the mode to build our homepage in. Describe the site, a single-page portfolio, a hero section, a projects grid pulling from 3 example entries, a contact section at the bottom. Claude scaffolds the file structure and starts writing the actual markup and styling immediately, edit after edit landing without a single stop, because you've already told it file changes are fine, you just haven't told it everything is fine, which is an important difference we'll come back to. Press Shift and Tab again and you're in Plan mode, which is really a research mode wearing a Build Tools interface. Claude reads files, explores the project, even runs shell commands to investigate, but it writes 0 changes to your actual source, no matter what it discovers. Use this the moment you're about to ask for something structurally significant, like restructuring the whole navigation system or swapping the entire styling approach instead of a small addition. Claude comes back with an actual plan instead of just diving in. You approve or adjust it, and only then does it start writing, which matters because bigger changes are exactly where an unreviewed first attempt tends to go sideways.
Here's the mistake that turns a smooth, hands-off build into an actual mess, and it happens almost exclusively to people who just watched video like this one and got a little too excited by the word autonomous. Reaching straight for full bypass mode, the setting that skips every single check, every prompt, every guardrail, and running it directly on your own machine instead of inside an isolated environment built for exactly this. In that mode, Claude can genuinely run a destructive command without asking because you told it explicitly to stop asking about anything at all. That's not a hypothetical, it's the documented, intended behavior of that mode, which exists specifically for sandboxed containers and disposable environments where a mistake costs nothing, not for the laptop with your actual files on it. If you want that same hands-off feeling without that specific risk, there's a mode built exactly for this middle ground, and it's the one we're switching to right now to finish the site. Cycle forward once more into auto mode on plans where it's available. The mechanism here is genuinely different from accept edits, not just a stronger version of it. Instead of a blanket yes to file edits and a blanket stop on everything else, a separate model reviews each individual action in the background before it runs, checking specifically for the kind of moves that escalate past what you actually asked for, like touching files well outside the project or running something that looks like it's exfiltrating data rather than building your site. Safe, expected actions run immediately without interrupting you, and the handful that look genuinely risky still stop and ask, which means you get almost all of the speed of full bypass with an actual safety net still watching, instead of none at all. This is the mode for the rest of the build, the contact form logic, the responsive breakpoints, the final styling pass, because from here on, most of what's left is exactly the kind of low-risk, high-volume editing this mode is built to handle without you babysitting every single change. Now the actual golden habit that makes all of this sustainable past a single video, not just for this one website build. Don't treat these modes as one setting you pick once and forget. Match the mode to the moment. Default for anything unfamiliar or high stakes. Accept edits for straightforward building you're watching happen in real time. Plan mode specifically before big structural changes, and auto mode for the long, low-risk stretch once the foundation is already solid and reviewed. Switching deliberately mid-session based on what you're actually about to ask for is the entire difference between someone who looks like they're working fast and someone who's actually building carelessly and got lucky so far. I test new AI deals every week. If a new free method comes out, you'll see it here first. Here's a real one for the comments. When you hit a permission prompt before, did you actually read what it was asking before approving it, or did you click through on autopilot the way almost everyone does the 10th time it shows up? And if you're not sure right now which mode you're currently sitting in while you watch this, that's genuinely worth checking before your next session, because the answer tells you exactly how much Claude is currently allowed to do without asking you first. Drop what you find in the comments, because there's a decent chance someone below already knows exactly where to look.